I apologize. You, I worry that they're not. I, I'm wondering if it should. I suppose not. I, I just, uh, it's, I don't know how describe them to you is so superficial. It doesn't fully convey. I Every time I have one of these dreams, specifically one of the worst ones, as I just described, they, I don't wake up in a cold sweat. I don't wake up in a panic. I wake up in pain. I wake up and the entire side of my body, has this horrible, horrible infection that nobody seems to comment on, and I think it's completely normal, which is not, and that entire side's in pain. Like it's hungry. I suppose. But yet it developed in front of your eyes as I don't know. I just I wonder if there was medical professional in the worst lands, if something would be different. It developed so quickly. I would look in the mirror and all of a sudden it spread to half my face. What do you mean? I It started, remember when we first began setting up in the worst lands and I had gone on a long trip to find various saplings and such. When I had returned, it began. I'm worried that something happened while I was out there. There's no doctors in the worst lands. And I don't know how hard it would be to find one in a local village. They aren't exactly trained for that. Of course, there's potions and such, but it's not the same level of academia. And I'm just so scared. I'm sorry for dumping that all on you at once, Mateo. I just believed you would be the best person to confide to. I've only just earned Percy's trust, and if I were to tell him that I've had dreams where I've looked at people in those horrible ways, I don't think I'd be back allowed in limbo. He'd probably go on that same rant about how there's something horrible about my soul, and then I'd probably believe him. Were you not there for that? No, you weren't. I was banned from Limbo because Percy was scared of me. I still fully don't know why, but apparently he's not scared of me more. Apparently I pose no threat. But to him, he believed that there was something wrong with my soul, that there was, I suppose, some sort of inherent evil. I can only presume most of his thoughts. I could be wrong, of course, and I try to assume the best about people, but who knows? I would not mind. I think it's the least I can do after all I've told you. I find plenty of comfort in it. It's just that comfort is not quite enough to get me through sleepless nights. It works for many others, and I try to offer that peace to others. What do you mean? Ah. I suppose. Our brains work in such interesting ways. Where should I be dropping off the sugarcane? Of course. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Mateo, for helping. I, of course, as a reverend, I understand that unburdening your load to me is normally expected in the confessional, but if you would like to talk to me outside of an area, as you called it, friends, I'd be more than willing. Thank you.